What if we told you that 90% of new businesses fail within the first 5 years, but also that there's a specific blueprint that the 10% of survivors follow religiously? You're about to discover the exact 10 tips for starting a new business that separate thriving entrepreneurs from those who crash and burn before they even get started. Whether you're dreaming of launching your first venture or you've been stuck in the planning phase for months, these aren't just theoretical tips. We've watched many business owners apply these principles and the results speak for themselves. Claire went from working 3 jobs to building a 6-figure consulting firm. Mike transformed his weekend hobby into a manufacturing business that now employs 12 people. Jennifer took her home-based bakery and scaled it into 3 retail locations across her city. The difference between success and failure often comes down to following the right sequence of steps at the right time. Let's now go through the 10 non-negotiable strategies that will give your business the foundation it needs to not just survive, but absolutely thrive. Tip number 1 is perhaps the most controversial, but hear us out. Start your business while you still have your day job. We know this sounds counterintuitive, when every motivational poster tells you to burn the ships and go all in. But here's the reality check. Most entrepreneurs learn the hard way. Revenue doesn't magically appear on day 1. Even the most successful businesses take months, sometimes years, to generate consistent income. Take David, who launched his digital marketing agency while working full-time as an accountant. For 8 months, he worked evenings and weekends building his client base. When he finally quit his job, he already had recurring monthly revenue of $8,000. Compare that to his friend, who quit immediately and burned through his savings in 4 months, forcing him to take another job and abandon his dream. Your day job isn't holding you back, it's funding your future. Use that steady paycheck to invest in your business, without the crushing pressure of needing immediate profits to pay rent. Tip number 2 will determine whether you build something people actually want or create an expensive hobby. Get your first customers before you officially launch. This sounds backwards, but it's pure genius. Start having conversations with potential customers right now. Find out what they're struggling with, what they'd pay to solve, and how much they'd be willing to invest. Lisa spent 3 months talking to busy parents in her neighborhood before launching her meal prep service. By the time she was ready to cook her first batch, she had 27 families signed up and paid in advance. Meanwhile, her competitor spent 6 months perfecting recipes in isolation, launched with 0 customers, and closed within a year. Validation isn't just about proving demand exists. It's about building relationships, understanding price sensitivity, and creating buzz before you even open your doors. Tip number 3 is where most entrepreneurs become their own worst enemy. Choose something you're genuinely passionate about, but don't confuse passion with profit potential. We've seen too many people start businesses around hobbies that never had commercial viability. The sweet spot is finding something you love that solves a real problem, which people will pay to fix. Malcolm loved vintage motorcycles, but starting a restoration shop in a small town with no motorcycle culture would have been financial suicide. Instead, he combined his passion with market reality and created an online course teaching motorcycle maintenance. He now earns more teaching than he ever could have, restoring bikes locally. Passion will fuel you through the inevitable challenges, but market demand will pay your bills. You need both to succeed. Tip number 4 is what separates professional entrepreneurs from amateurs. Build your support network before you need it. This isn't about finding cheerleaders who tell you how amazing you are. You need mentors who've been where you want to go, advisors who can guide critical decisions, and professionals who can handle what you can't. Connect with successful business owners in your industry. Join entrepreneur groups in your area. Find a mentor who's built and sold businesses. These relationships take time to develop, so start building them now, not when you're drowning in problems you don't know how to solve. Tip number 5 will save you from the most expensive mistakes new entrepreneurs make. Create a detailed business plan, but don't spend 6 months perfecting it. Your business plan should be a living document that helps you think through key assumptions and identify potential problems before they become expensive disasters. Focus on 3 critical sections. First, your market analysis, proving people want what you're selling. Second, your financial projections, showing how you'll make money and when you'll break even. Third, your operational plan, detailing how you'll actually deliver your product or service consistently. Rachel's food truck succeeded because her business plan forced her to research permit requirements, calculate food costs per serving, and identify the most profitable locations. Her competitor skipped the planning phase and lost $15,000 in the first 3 months on problems that proper planning would have prevented. Tip number 6 could be the difference between scaling quickly and struggling for years. Invest in professional help from day one, but be strategic about where you spend. You don't need the most expensive lawyer or accountant, but you absolutely need qualified professionals handling your legal structure, tax setup, and financial systems. DIY accounting might save you $500 initially, but it could cost you thousands in missed deductions, compliance issues, or poor financial decisions based on inaccurate information. Smart entrepreneurs know when to invest in expertise that protects and accelerates their growth. Tip number 7 addresses the number one reason profitable businesses fail. Build your cash reserves before you need them. Most entrepreneurs underestimate how much working capital they'll need and overestimate how quickly revenue will flow. Plan for your business to take twice as long and cost 50% more than your initial projections. This means saving aggressively while you're still employed, exploring multiple funding options, and maintaining a cash buffer that can cover at least 6 months of operating expenses. Cash flow problems kill more businesses than bad products or weak markets. Tip number 8 will determine whether customers take you seriously from day one. Establish your professional presence immediately. This means getting proper business registration, setting up dedicated business banking, creating professional email addresses, and building a simple but credible website. You don't need to spend thousands on branding, but you can't look like a hobby either. Professional presentation builds trust, justifies higher prices, and opens doors that remain closed to businesses that look amateur. Tip number 9. Protects everything you're building. Get your legal foundation right from the beginning. Choose the appropriate business structure. Understand your tax obligations. Protect your intellectual property, and ensure you're compliant with industry regulations. Legal problems are incredibly expensive to fix after the fact and can destroy your business reputation overnight. An ounce of prevention through proper legal setup is worth pounds of cure later. Tip number 10 is what transforms struggling startups into thriving businesses. Focus obsessively on operational excellence from day one. This means creating systems and processes that allow your business to run smoothly whether you're present or not. Document everything, automate what you can, and build consistency into every customer interaction. The businesses that scale successfully are those that solve operational challenges early, eliminate friction points systematically, and create predictable experiences for both customers and employees. These 10 strategies aren't just theory. They're the proven pathway that separates businesses that thrive from those that barely survive. But knowing what to do is only half the battle. The real challenge is implementing these strategies in the right sequence, with the right timing. That's exactly why we've created our comprehensive business course that takes you step by step through building a business that runs itself. Instead of you constantly firefighting problems, you'll have systems that prevent issues before they start. Rather than being trapped working in your business, you'll have the freedom to work on growing it. If you want to dive deeper into operational excellence right now, we're offering you our free book that shows exactly how to identify and eliminate the friction points that slow down most businesses. Click the link in the description to get your copy instantly. Are you ready to build a business that gives you freedom instead of stress? Click on the next video or the link in the description below to learn more about our proven system that's helped entrepreneurs create businesses that truly work for them.